Howdy y'all, welcome back to the Black Sheep Meadow. Amber's been out for a week or so taking care of some photography stuff, so here I am stuck at the homestead. I made good work out of some firewood, or some logs, turned it into firewood. I want to discuss a little bit today. We're coming up on our spring crops. As you know, we do the container gardening, and if you haven't seen that, go back. There's several videos on them now. One of the biggest things that plagues us in most of our fruits or vegetables is blossom end rot, and things like tomatoes are probably a little more prone to it. This particular year we have an issue with a lot of our peppers. I'm going to get you in here and take a look at the peppers. You see how they have a rotten spot? Primarily all the fruits or vegetables are going to primarily rot or have an issue at the bottom of the fruit. Most of the time this is caused by a calcium deficiency. And it can actually be caused by water too, inconsistent waterings. But most of the time the calcium is insufficient in the soil for the plant to absorb. What the plant does with it after that, I mean, we'll probably get to that on another video. But anyways, for the meantime, you can go to a garden store or a hardware store and you can pick up some calcium supplements, which I really see no reason why you would do that whenever you have everything you need here on the homestead to do it. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Basically, we save all of our eggshells. Save the eggshell is a calcium supplement. These eggshells could go to the compost pile. I choose not to do that because I want to use the calcium that's in the eggshells directly where I need it. So basically what I did is I went out and bought the cheapest blender that I could find online. Amber would be really pissed off at me if I used the one out of her kitchen. But I take the blender, fill it up with the eggshells, crush them all into this fine little powder. After that, the powder can actually get applied. It's being that they're crushed like this, you can actually see the dust coming off of it. The calcium is going to be ready to be used by the plant, so it's broken down to a further state to where we're not waiting for an eggshell to decay, over a long period of time. That being said, if you've already got a blossom end rot issue, applying calcium to it right now is really not going to help you. It needs to be applied, at least 6 to 8 weeks in advance before you actually have an issue. So for now, we're going to start applying calcium this is still fall. We're going to start applying calcium to our container gardening, our containers in our garden for the spring crop. And as of right now, I can tell you, I know exactly what containers need the calcium supplements just by what has been grown in them. Like I said, primarily right now we have an issue with our tomatoes and our peppers. Things like carrots or some of the other, like our lettuces or the broccolis, we didn't have an issue with those as much with the calcium deficiencies. So anyways, I'm going to get these ground up and then I'm going to show you how we apply it. All right, you can see this leaves us with a nice fine powder that's already broken down quite substantially. It's going to be a lot easier for the roots of the plant to take this in. Had I put these eggshells in the compost pile, we would have been looking at, possibly 6 to 8 months to get the eggshell to this level where the calcium could actually provide benefit to the plant. So let's go apply it and see how we get it installed in the garden. All right, so here we are, and it's try to get y'all in as close as I can. This is one of our Anaheim bushes, and you can see here we are the first week in October, and we still have substantial produce or product coming off this plant. But what I wanted to talk about when applying our calcium on top of this soil, first off, I don't want, at this stage of the plant, I don't want to disturb the roots that are in the soil. We've only got probably another, I'm gonna say 45 to 60 days before we get our first frost here in Central Texas. So, but what I want to do is I want to get just a little bit of this eggshell, and I want to apply it primarily to the outer edge of this bucket. At this point, you know, a lot of our, I don't even know how to pronounce this, the tertiary roots, the smaller roots, the little ones that actually go out and feed, they've already hit the edge of this bucket. And while it's also important for the taproot to pick up nutrients, a majority of the nutrients for this plant are getting picked up by the little ones, the fibrous roots, or the secondary root system outside. So applying calcium directly to the stump of the plant's not going to do us a whole lot of good here. We want to get this calcium out there on that outer root edge where it can pick it up and run it through the stem and get it to the fruits and vegetables that it's going to produce. So, like I said, primarily, and you know, it depends. This is a fairly large plant. You know, I have no specific mixture, how much it needs. I'm not going to do a soil test on any of these buckets until next spring, or actually probably late winter. So this is just a supplement for the end of summer, early fall. Like I said, the blossom end rot is caused by calcium deficiency or inconsistent watering. We are, in the past, I think 140 days, we've had 4 inches of rain, all of which came in like 10 days. So, but I know our water, so actually we're watering the same time every day, the same amount. I keep the soil consistency, the moisture in the soil pretty consistent. So, yep, this is our calcium supplement that we apply to all of our plants. All right, guys, I hope y'all found this video informative. If y'all have any other questions or other topics y'all want us to discuss, leave them down in the comment section. And if y'all wouldn't mind, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll see y'all next week.